when I saw you in January, you had recently seen President Trump, and you told me that you were frankly quite impressed by the way in which he listened to what you were outlining to him. Have you spoken to him since January, when we've had the announcement of these cuts, and are you still somewhat impressed?
Well, I had a really good dinner with him December 27th, and then a short meeting on February 5th, where I said that what was going on with the USAID, was way beyond any elimination of waste, and even that case where the money to prevent children getting HIV in Mozambique was misconstrued as condoms for Hamas, which just kind of shows how much thought the group that did that put into their work. So, given what he said to me in the dinner, I'm very hopeful that we won't get this scale of HIV cut, that we'll get a continued commitment to Gavi for vaccines or polio. I admit there's budget pressures and there's other voices talking to him, but I think I'll get a chance to talk with him and the Congress. And if we were able to get to something like a 15 to 20% cut, then we can be smart about which things were the lowest impact, and it won't be a tragedy. We won't have to see that death number go up. With something like HIV, where you just abruptly cut off the medicines, very quickly people's viral load goes up. And not only does their health worsen, but they start to infect other people. And so, we could literally, in the worst case, get back to the death level that we haven't seen for over a decade.
And when you talk about other voices in the ear of the president, I think you're probably referring to other tech billionaires. Have you been able to speak to Elon Musk, who hasn't hidden his very forceful thoughts around USAID? Have you been able to talk to him about where you're coming from on this?
Well, I think when it comes to knowledge of USAID, as brilliant as Elon is, I actually know more about it than he does. I've been in Nigeria and met the people who work for USAID. I've been in DRC. These are heroic people, probably other than the military, the most heroic people who work for the US government. And the work they do makes a huge difference. So his characterization of, it's a criminal enterprise, or it's worms, or, it belongs in the wood chipper, I think was not based on having much data, just like the condoms for Hamas, or, he said in a cabinet meeting that he'd accidentally cut off the Ebola prevention work, but put it back on. Well, that's not true. He canceled all the Ebola work. They're all fired. They're all gone. And so objectively, I think the people who are there full-time, including the Congress, need to look at this. We may not get every program back, but the benefit to the world, the United States, particularly, for people who have religious values, I think is unarguable.